Hi, it's Naomi, spiritual homie Naomi, and welcome back to Nami's Closet. I haven't been on here in so long. I wanted to share you guys my testimony, hopefully within 3 to 4 minutes, because I have to go somewhere. I saw this post this morning on Instagram, and it said, new apartment, new car, new job, new life, pray and believe, right? And so when I saw that, it was like one of the first things I saw when I woke up in the morning, of course, after praying. And I was like, God, like, you did something really major in my life. You did something great in my life. And I haven't even opened up about it because I like to be private. I want to be a little bit more private, but I have to be transparent so that the Holy Spirit can move from outside of me to others. And so I hope that this morning, because it's morning time, but I hope whenever you're watching this right now, that God could actually move in your life just by me sharing my testimony within 6 to 8 months, what has happened to me. So from the beginning of this year, I was unemployed. From the beginning of 2018, God told me to leave my job in December of 2017. It was a job that wasn't going to last long. And months later, after I found out, it actually did close the operation in the company. It just is no longer around. So I left in December, and from January to March, it was a time for me to really start my business that I did. I started Reality Connects LLC. I started getting jobs here and there, but I was really unemployed. And so I was making it just by whatever opportunities were coming to me, which was awesome. God was providing for me. I was still at home with my parents. I was still doing things here and there to make ends meet, but I still was not on my own. I prayed to be on my own since I had my daughter, which was 6 years ago. My desire was to be on my own. My desire was to provide a home for her, provide food for her, somewhere where she can say, my mom is my covering. My mom is my security, as well as with God. And so I prayed and I prayed and I said, Lord, the next job that I get, because I was in a really good position before last year. I actually had a really good job, but a lot of things were happening there and I had to leave. So it just wasn't meant for me to be there. I was there for 3 years. It was a good corporation. You know, I was growing there a little bit, but I had to leave. God was like, it's time to go. He's always moving me. He's always shifting me. But he told me that he was going to move me into a season of stability. And that's what I was praying for, a season of stability where I can consistently serve where I'm working, serve in my home, and serve in ministry. So I prayed and prayed. And so I would always apply for these jobs that were in communications and marketing. You know, that was my field. And that's where I had all of my experience. I never thought to think about education or higher education. And so I remember praying with a friend. It was around April. No, excuse me. Oh, my thoughts. January, February, March. Yeah, it was around February because it wasn't long at all. It was in February I prayed, and towards the end of February, and I was like, I need a job where I'm stable, where I'm going to be consistent, where I'm not always competing, because in the marketing industry, you're always competing with the next person. You're always competing. I just wanted a job where I can serve. I can help other people. I can actually go to work and be happy and, you know, something different every day. It's not like I'm doing the same thing all the time. And so I prayed and I prayed, and me and a friend, we had the same confirmation. The Lord was like, apply for something outside the box, something that you never thought you would do before. And so that's exactly what I did. I'm not going to get too much into it because of privacy issues, but I applied for a job outside of my industry. And 3 weeks later, I got the call for an interview. I got the job a week later after that. And then I started my new job. After I started my new job, I said, Lord, I am going to tithe, I am going to offer, I'm going to give, so that I could have a new opportunity where I can move out of my parents' home. Now I have a stability where I know I'll be here for a while. I'm learning the industry. It's something new. It's exciting, and they need me. So I want to stay here. Please move me outside of my parents' home. I did around 2-3 months of just reshifting my mind. I got rid of old things. There was something my pastor was doing at the church where he wanted us to get rid of all the old things so that we can welcome the new. So there was things in my closet that I was just holding on to, things from my ex-boyfriends that had soul ties, things that was just emotionally draining me, not thinking that it was, but it was in my closet. And it was. And so as soon as I let those things go, I had 2 trash bags of clothes, of pictures, of music, of movies, things that I just didn't need anymore, that was just grabbing up space and that it wasn't nurturing my spirit anymore. I let it go. And when I tell you a month later, the Lord gave me an opportunity to walk by faith, to go look for a new townhouse, to go look for a townhouse for me and my daughter. And I did it without fear. I went by myself. They ran my credit and I was approved. So now I'm in my new townhouse by myself. I pay my rent every month. I pay my electricity every month. And God did that for me. Of course, I walked by faith and of course I'm working, but it's like he's giving me these desires, right? Not done yet. After I get my new job, I move out of my parents' home. I was like, okay, God, I like the position I'm in. I'm not saying I'm not thankful, but I know you have more for me. Because when you're consistent with him, he starts showing you what is in store for you. What's new, what's new, what's new, what's next, what's next. And I knew something was next for me, but I stayed still and I waited. So the time comes where the opportunity arises. And it's unfortunate that it happened in a very sad, and I'm not going to get into it because it's personal, but someone had to, someone left the position and it was offered to me and I didn't go after it. It was offered to me, a new promotion. I was offered a higher position with a little bit more pay. And I prayed, but I also waited because I didn't know when it was going to happen. I thought it was going to be maybe 5 years from now because I wanted to stay where I was at. I was like, Lord, I'll grow there. I'll grow there. I'll grow there. Well, guess what? It was within 6 months that I got this promotion, a newer position, more responsibility, of course, but better pay. And so I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I got home and I wept. I wept of joy. I wept of his faithfulness and of his goodness. It was just so unreal to me. After doing that, okay, I'm not done yet. After doing that, about maybe a month or two later, I heard his voice again saying, because I've been needing a new car for almost 6 years. I've been driving my mom's car, 2006 little car, that I needed something new. It had air condition problems. My radio was broke. It would break down on me every 4 to 5 months. It would just break down. I'd have to go put it in the shop for brakes or something like that. And I was like, God, I just need a new car. I would love for someone to give me a car, but you know what? You're trying to teach me responsibility. You're trying to teach me stability. You're trying to teach me where to put my money, not just to throw my money on clothes and makeup and going out to eat and going on trips and stuff. Right now, it's a season of stability. So Naomi, you need a new car. You need to put your money towards your new car. I prayed. I asked my mom and dad to come with me. Nobody wanted to come with me to get this new car. Didn't get a co-signer. No one wanted to. It was like my mom, she does everything for me, but at that moment she's like, no, I just don't feel good today, and no, I'm not going to do this today. And I was like, you know what? I'm 33 years old. What am I holding on to? Why am I waiting? Why am I just sitting here and saying, oh, I need my parents, or I don't know if this is God or not? No, this is going to be God, because by faith, he rewards those that seek him honestly. I'm going to get rewarded because I seek him honestly, and I'm going to move by faith. I go to the car dealership. I'm by myself, me and my daughter, and I go and I want to get one car, but my finances and how things are set up right now, I can't get that car, but I can get something else. I can get something else that I can afford. Not only did I get something that I could afford, but it was a new 2019 car. New 2019. I'm not going to put all my privacy, all this stuff in there because of privacy issues. You just don't know who's watching nowadays. But I want you all to know within 6 to 8 months, I done got a new house. Not really house, but a new townhouse. I done got a new job, but a promotion. I done got, what else did I just mention? I got a car, okay? And it's not done yet. I'm also giving more opportunity for ministry because I said, Lord, once I'm stable in my job, I want more opportunity to sing for you. I want more opportunity to do videos for you. I want more opportunity so that people can know about you. I want street ministry, Lord. I want to go out into the world and tell them about your light and your goodness and your grace and your mercy. That's my heart. My heart is to share his goodness. My heart is to share the love of God, the love of Christ to others so that they can come to him. And so that's what I've been doing. And I'm not here boasting about myself. I'm boasting about him because I put him first in my life. He's number one. After I wrote my book, There's Purpose in the Singleness, I just saw doors just fly open. I wrote that in July, and it's still not selling the way that I wanted to sell, but it will sell. And it's going to go to who needs it because there's purpose right now in my singleness. It's not just a purpose for me to boast and travel and do all this stuff because of my pride and live for Naomi, but it's to live for him. My singleness is I'm giving him my life, and then he's showing me how to actually live my life. how to be stable, how to be joyful in the times that are hard and rough. You know, sometimes I have $40 to my name. You know, sometimes I have to go to the Dollar Tree, which I love, but I have to go get my food from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes I have to go to Walmart and just buy the things that I need for the week, not go outrageously and do all this stuff that I used to do. I haven't bought makeup in months. You know, I had to cut off my Amazon Prime. I had to cut off my PureFlix. I kept Netflix. I love PureFlix, but Netflix is better. But there's things that God has been teaching me. Cut off this, cut off this, cut off this. You need this, 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 and this. And it's just been so faithful. So I actually did this within 10 minutes. Wow. But this is a testimony to show you of how great, how mighty, and how real and awakened he is in the lives of those who seek him honestly. Jesus is real. He loves you. He died for you to not just have a life where you're selfish, but a life worth of giving, and to share your gifts and your talents with the world, as well as live in him every single day. I hope that this can encourage you to not give up on whatever you desire, to not give up on whatever it is that you're hoping for, but to seek him first, and everything else will be given unto you so that he can get the glory. This has nothing to do with me. It has to do with Jesus Christ. I love you guys. God bless. And I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Look, contact me if you need prayer. Contact me if you just want to reach out. Whatever it is that you need, Holy Spirit led, I'll be there for you. God bless you. Bye.